Okay, your girl coming back in with another one. Blessings, you guys. Now, this one was pretty much because of, it wasn't even a question. It's a serious topic, but it really wasn't a question. They were just talking about a situation with their grandchild. And they noticed some weird things going on with their grandchild, and they, don't know how to approach the situation. But the grandbaby was not happy going, doing a shared custody thing. The baby always wanted to be with the mom and whatever, but every time they had to go with the other parent, the baby would be screaming and crying, and the grandmother knew that was something. So y'all see this topic, okay? I'm gonna make it real quick because this is really a touchy situation, and I hope I can get in with the next one, but maybe not. I am trying so hard to get with this one, but I'm in pain too, y'all, so y'all got to bear with me. So I can't really talk too loud. I'm in pain right now, just having a flare up. Okay, so the reason why I titled this one, that I hope this, why do I feel like this is still loud? Let me just do this. Okay, it should be good now. All right, so the reason why I titled this one, how soul ties how soul ties can be passed to your children, whether it's by you or someone else. Okay. I never really thought about this topic, but sometimes people will say something or ask you something, or you might even see a video to make you be like, because this narc thing goes a long, long way, and sometimes it can be a generational curse with this narc thing. Not even saying that your family is the narcs. It's just seem like your family is the light workers or whatever, chosen ones or whatever, and always tend to find or get with narcs. Narcs is the curse of your family. But how the soul ties can, form and get passed over to your children is through a bunch of things. Now, I'm going to try to just say what I think it is. I'm not a professional at this one, but maybe it might make sense to someone that watched this video. So let's just say that, in your childhood, somebody was very inappropriate with you. Okay. And you got, scarred from that. And not saying that it was something that, somebody didn't put to an end, because, kids do tell. And not everybody knows that this type of thing going on. That's why I say, watch who you have your kids around, because these people could be messing up or traumatizing your kid, and you never would do that. Or they're never seeing things or like that, or never having things happen to them like that. But it can be somebody else that can mess up your kid. I understand some parts of it, I really don't care. Well, somebody did it to them. It's still choice. It's still choice, okay? A lot of things that happen to a lot of us, and we just didn't continue that cycle, okay? So how soul ties can be passed on to your kids is something like that. You might have been traumatized for some inappropriate thing that happened to you as a kid, and you're not doing this to your child, okay? But that demon is still somewhere lingering around, okay, to, attach to someone that's around your kid, or just go directly to your kid. Or you could been with a narc, living their sick sexual fantasies, trying to make them happy or whatever, and you might, make a baby or get pregnant or whatever, and that sick soul tie that they have in you, bond with whatever sick relationship or sick things that they want to do with you or have you doing with others, and however, because they are depraved, they are sick perverts, they are predators, and I guarantee you're never going to meet a narc that ain't sick that way, okay? So let's just say you would live in that lifestyle with the narc, then you get pregnant, okay? And then you have your kid. So now them sick soul ties that you guys formed with whatever was going on, and then maybe even if you left the narc or whatever, or you decide no, we're not gonna do this anymore, it had already been formed, okay? So now you got this baby inside of you, And now this baby is being attacked by that sick demon that was attached to the narc doing all that. Okay. So now your kid is having to deal with these soul ties that got passed on to them from you. You might even have got soul ties passed on from your parents or somebody in the generations to you. And it just went on and on and on. I'm trying to make it make sense. Okay? Or your kids can be like basically around other people, and I just said that, around other people, and they're maybe not being, but they're seeing it, okay? And they're learning it. And now whatever that is, it's now being attached to your kid. Whether you're part of it or not, know or don't know, but this is how it happens. This is how it happens. So that's why I feel like some of these kids that, over there, they'll say, oh, I was born this way. Some parts of that, I think it may be true, or at least to them it may be true, because those soul ties went over to them. So if they want to be over there, and it could be a couple of reasons. Let me say that first. It could be a couple of reasons why they want to be over there. So if they were being inappropriately touched or whatever, they don't like that sex that did it to them. So they go to the other sex, or the soul tie that came from you went over to your children, and now they're born and they're thinking that they was born this way, even if nothing ever happened to them. Even if no one ever touched them, even if nothing ever happened, even if they never saw anything, that demon is still roaming around, jumping from one person to another, from one generation to another. These demons and the spiritual warfare is real, and people not understanding it. They're just accepting it. They're just accepting it like, well, this is the new thing. This is the new thing. So everybody's like, well, I don't want to, they can be whatever. And, and most of the time, as we're doing now, it's being taught purposely. So even the kids that don't got no soul ties from you or any generational curse or anything like that, now it's being taught. So this demon is jumping around all over the place to try to get to your kid, to try to get to your children. But like I said, sometimes the soul ties that you picked up during your life rolls over to your kids. And even if you change and you find yourself with God, the Most High, you got to pray for your kids. You got to talk to your kids, because the devil knew you went to God, so they can't get you. So what else is he going to do? He's going to attack your kids. He's going to attack your family. He's going to be jumping over that. And if you're in this world with this modern day things that's going on, and you think it's okay for people to introduce your kids to this and that, or you're giving them options that kids should not have, because you are still the parent, and they're still in, a childlike mind. They're not adults, so they don't really know. They're just going about what they see, and they're just repeating what they see and repeating what they heard, or repeating all this stuff that to try to make it seem normal when it wasn't normal before. Now don't get me wrong, that's been going on since the beginning of the Bible. But as years went by and generation after generation, it was a secret. But now it's like everything is out. Everything is okay. It is what it is, okay? It is what it is. Even if it was just like some type of grape from somebody off the street or whatever, that became a soul tie, even if it was unwanted, even if it was forced or whatever. And if you was with a narcissist, you picked up everything that they brought to the table. When they say they brought the table, they brought the table. They didn't bring nothing to the table but these demons, because they the devil. Okay? And then all this is now affecting your child. You can only protect them and shield them so much, unless you're just out where you're just no technology, no this, and you living life back in time. We talked about that in another video, because sometimes you just got to do that, where they're just not introduced to it. Now, I could use Amish people for an example, but they got their demons too. But they don't know a lot of things that's on the outside world, unless, somebody, went out in the world and came back and introduced it to a few people and it got around. That can happen, okay? It's just like an STD. Somebody get off and go into their own thing, and they bring all that toxic or disease back to the wherever, okay? That's how your kids can get soul ties from you or somebody in the family or generations before, or even a total stranger. So now they're trying to deal with it, and they're kids, but then as they're getting older and they're developing into this person that they think that they are because of these soul ties and these demons influencing them, and they're all over the place confused. But because we're in these modern times, you just like, okay, I'm just going to love my child. But you're not digging deep inside to why they want to be like that. Why do they think that way? Because you don't want society or anybody outside of you influencing your child into something or a lifestyle or anything, drugs, alcohol, lifestyle, or whatever that you know that you did not teach them. And now this is what they're doing, and you don't want to run them off or be so disagreeable. You have to try to explain it, but if they're not with God, they're not going to understand. They have to find God themselves, and you all you can do is just try to pray for them and ask God to deliver them from these evil entities and these demons. I am really trying to do this as best as I can, because I didn't want to cover it, because this thing was happening and it triggered me. This thing was happening with the woman's grandchild. So the grandchild was like displaying, these things, and, wanted to, show the grandmother, like, or display these things in front of the grandmother. Kids don't know. They don't know if it's right or wrong or whatever. And the grandmother is just like, something ain't right about this. And these women, a lot of these women, bring these men around their kids, knowing that they're narcissists, knowing that they messed up or whatever, but they thinking that the narc is just doing it, whatever, to them. You don't know what the narc is doing, or whom he did it with before he got with you, or if it's your child. You don't know. They're capable of anything. Of anything. So not only that, you're letting this demon, this devil come into your house with all this on them, all this evil and these soul ties, and then they're with you or whatever. And even if the person is not touching the kids, I tried to say demons and evil at the same time. I'm sorry. These evil demons still can attach from that person to your child. It's that serious. Can still attach from that person to your child. But if it was some type of inappropriate thing going on, of course they automatically get those soul ties. Innocent people that's not doing these things can take up all the evil that somebody else have done because they got violated. Okay? I didn't know. I didn't even do any research about it. It was just something like somebody was like saying, and I was like, I don't know. But I think so. I really do think that soul ties can be passed on to your children. And the only thing that actually came to my mind when I first thought about it was you're being pregnant or impregnating someone, and you had soul ties, and it just transferred over to this unborn child. It did. It just transferred over. So the only thing that I think that can help that is prayer and going to God and keeping your child in the light of God, walking that path with God, keeping them protected by the Holy Spirit. Because some things we just can't do. Like, somebody hurt your child, you think you can just go paw them up. You can't paw up a spirit. You can't paw up something that's unseen. You have to use something stronger to fight that. And that is prayer. That's the Most High. That's the Holy Spirit. It shocked me to see a little kid, this kid had to be like 3 or 4, saying that they were born this way. And these movies and these sitcoms are so disgusting because they're interjecting this lifestyle in the shows where Now they're trying to mix everything up. Like, okay, now the family is diverse. Some people marrying people from other cultures, or one of the kids is this way and one of the kids is that way, and they're allowing them to dress this way and act that way and everything. So when they're putting it into the movies and the sitcoms and cartoons, kids are watching it and thinking it's okay because everybody's doing it. It's all a plan. It's all an agenda. They're doing this on purpose. Now they want to teach it. Like I said on the other live with my other guy, they want to teach it in school, and they want to take out the things, and they want to make right wrong and wrong right. And then they're trying to tell you that you don't have any options. You don't have any rights on what they want to do or teach to your kids. Where we do that at? Where we do that at? This is why they are all so confused. Even if you were someone that was like an ex-worker or whatever, and now you're trying to get your life back or whatever, and you're raising your kids, but you quite wasn't there, but now they're older and they might even know about your lifestyle then, and now they're picking it up. Now they're liking this, now they're doing all that. That's a part of a soul tie to me. They just got passed over to your children. This got passed over to your children. And it really do start from the home. I done heard so many stories where people was telling me about their parents and the things they said and did to them. And now their behavior is starting to make sense. I even seen people that they're trying to fight it. They know better. They're trying to fight it and they just can't. They'll get there and then something else happen because Satan knows your weaknesses and your strengths. So he's going to get to you however he can get to you. You just have to decide. You just have to decide what you want for your children, what you want for yourself, what lifestyle are you going to live. Right is right, wrong is wrong. You have to figure that out. Because if you don't figure that out, it's just going to continue and continue and continue. I didn't even know these things. I did not know these things at all. Now, I'm not going to go any further because it really gets a little bit too deep for me where I'm just disgusted. So I cannot talk about these things. But use your imagination. Use your imagination because some of these people cannot snap out of it even if it was the parents. They just can't snap out of it. And this is when you get to those different type of narcs. And they just trying to pass that demonic torch in them evil soul ties that their parents did to them. They got nothing to do with you. I'll be damned if I'm about to get messed up because of your parents. Because I'm dealing with you and now you trying to groom or train me or groom or train the kids or anybody because your sick ass parents were sick and they want to keep this sick cycle going on. I won't go there. But when I say use your imagination, use your imagination. Because you just don't never know. Don't ever underestimate anyone. Anyone, especially when it comes to your kids. So I'm going to let that be. I'm going to let that be. It was other things that, I wanted to say, but I just can't because this was one of the hardest topics. And then the other one is just like, I'm just, it's not funny. It's not funny, but I'm just like, no. I can't talk. Everybody had a narcissist, but some narcs couldn't do certain things to you that certain narcs do to other people. Like, your last straw was your last straw, but some people's last straw was just way over there where you just like, okay, I know. I know I was stupid. I know I was stupid. I know I was blind. I know I should have did this. I know I should have did that. But you just don't know other people's stories. And you be like, yeah, you way stronger than me. You way stronger than me. And the narcs love them ones. Love them ones. That's what a good supply is. When you just keep letting them and 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 letting them. But maybe the two letting them was your done. But some people will get them 12, 15, 20, letting them and letting them and letting them. Even if it was with your child. Okay? Nothing funny about that. So I'm going to go. I hope this one helps someone. I hope this doesn't trigger anyone. It's just, I really do understand how childhood traumas mess certain people up. I really do understand, y'all. So I might get in here on the next one, but if not, don't worry about it. I just need y'all to understand that it's a spiritual warfare in 2024. It's exposure. The year of exposure. Now, your girl had to come here calm because I told you I was a little bit bad. But I'm going to wind it on down and let's see how I feel. See y'all on the next one. May the good Lord allow you to sleep in slumber. And may no nightmares come to you as you're sleeping and you're covered by the blood of Jesus. So the only thing that you could dream of is the downloads from the Most High. Satan, be gone. Be blessed.